If your Edikaikong soup, or what is called vegetable soup, comes out watery, tasteless, and bitter, it is not the fault of the vegetables you used. It is because you're missing out on two simple steps that will give you that perfect Edikaikong soup. So if you want to change that trajectory, watch this video to the end, because I will tell you and also show you what to do to make a perfect Edikaikong soup. Now let's begin. The best protein for your vegetable soup is goat's meat, especially if it is coming from the male goat, because the aroma and the taste it gives to your vegetable soup is outstanding. But you can decide to use any protein of choice. I introduce a properly washed goat's meat into the pot. I introduce seasonings, salt, onions. I stirred properly to combine, covered and brought it to a boil for 15 minutes. And when I open up, I stirred properly to combine. I am using the male goat meat. It does not take time to cook, okay? I introduce a bit of water to cook the meat until it's 70% done. And when I opened up again, I introduce crayfish to tie down the taste of the protein. I also introduce stockfish from the beginning. Depending on the kind of stockfish you're using, please introduce it at the right time. If it is a hard stockfish, introduce it when you're cooking the protein. So here I introduce chili pepper. I will introduce periwinkle. You can also decide to use the shed periwinkle, but this is the perfect periwinkle if you're making Edikaikong soup or afang soup. Now, after introducing the periwinkle, I will stir properly to combine, cover this and allow it to cook for another 10 minutes. And when I opened up, right, I will introduce dry fish. Now, again, another trick in making the perfect and delicious Edikaikong soup lies in the kind of fish and crayfish you give to the soup. I allow the fish to release its own taste into the soup, and when I opened up again, I introduced palm oil. Now, if you're on a weight loss journey or you're on a healthy journey, doctors ask you not to, consume oil. The soup is not for you, because the soup contains a whole lot of oil. So be careful about it. And the oil gives it the taste, because the oil will aid bring out the soup properly. So after introducing the oil, I will stir properly to combine, cover and allow it to simmer again for 5 minutes, so the oil will integrate into the proteins and every other thing that you've given to the soup. And I will remove the fish and set them aside, because I don't want it to break apart. Can you see what is left into the soup is just the oil and just a little more of water, a little water left, but more of the oil. That's how you get that perfect Edikaikong soup. If you allow water in this protein before you introduce your vegetables, the soup will overflow with water, because waterleaf contains water, vegetable contains water as well. So you wouldn't want that. And again, I introduce the water leaf. When you look at this water leaf, you will notice that there's no single water in it. The reason is because I washed the water leaf before I introduce it here. If you want me to teach you how to wash water leaf, let me know in the comment section. Okay, now after introducing the water leaf, I will stir properly to combine. Then I will cover and bring it to a boil for about 2 minutes. Don't overcook your vegetables. Even after 2 minutes of boiling this water leaf, it still did not release excess water, because of the trick that I told you, that I washed this water leaf. Now, how you wash water leaf is that you will squeeze it, wash it like you're washing your clothes or you're washing bitter leaf. You will see it releasing those sticky things, and you rinse it, put it in a sieve and allow it to drop the water. So I will stir properly to combine here. I will then introduce another batch of crayfish before I introduce the veggies. I've said it consistently on this channel that when you want to get that perfect soup, no matter the kind of soup, you should give it a very good quantity of crayfish. That is what will bring out the taste of your soup. So here I'm introducing vegetable. This vegetable was also washed. If you look at it properly, you'll find out that it has changed from the normal vegetable. That was because I squeezed out the excess water that it has, and that was what gave it this texture. And believe you me, if you do this to your vegetable soups, it will never again be watery. Let me know if you also want me to show you how to squeeze out vegetables before you introduce them into your soup. I introduce more crayfish, and then the fish I removed earlier, I will reintroduce it here to enable it release another taste into the soup finally. Then I will stir properly to combine. After stirring properly to combine, I will introduce more oil. Like I said, the soup requires a whole lot of oil to bring it to life. And then taste and adjust with any lacking ingredient at this moment. Then you will cover and allow it to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Don't overcook your vegetable. If this is the first time you're seeing this channel, I want to welcome you to 426 Kitchen. This is a place where we collectively make nice dishes, okay? We learn together here. And if you love what we do and you want to become one of our family member, right? You go straight to the subscription button, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with your friends, and give a thumbs up. Basically love this video. On this channel we'll make all things Nigerian, especially soups. We'll make them the authentic way that it should. So if you want to learn anything concerning Nigerian soup, this channel got you covered, and you will learn how to make them effortlessly. Okay, and for my returning subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. I appreciate you. Your presence here has brought us this far, and I'm not taking it for granted. Thank you for always sharing our videos, for liking them, and for staying consistent. God bless you. And after 3 minutes, I went back to the pot. It has boiled. I will stir properly to combine. At this point, you have to stir it very well to make sure that all the vegetables are evenly cooked. Okay, because most times the heat will not get at the top, while the ones under is cooking more than the ones on top. So you have to make sure that all of them are stirred properly. At that point, the soup is ready, and the aroma in my kitchen is something else. And I tell you for free that the soup came out really delicious, and this is the outcome. Will you be making the soup very greenish? Everything in the soup is still intact. You can see it, and the soup was tasty, delicious, not too much water in it. Okay, you can see that there's water in it now when the soup boiled. This is how to make that perfect Edikaikong soup. And thank you for watching till I see you in my next video. Do have a pleasant day. Bye bye.